Alrighty, you guys, good morning. I am once again going to pick a pattern from the Tangles Speak deck. I wanna try all of these patterns. I haven't really. I kind of glanced through them when I first got this thing. Oops, that's not a pattern. That's just a blank page. Let's not put that one there. I think it's cool that the deck came with a few blank ones so that you could do your own thing. That's pretty nifty. Come on, put the blank one away. But I want to, for sure, try to get all of these done sometime. So I'm just going to keep using them. Going to mix some up here. I'm doing it on this side so I don't see the actual pattern. I will know whether they're what color they are and the name of them. Do the colors make any difference? I don't know if the colors mean something. Doesn't say. Emotional, mental, physical, spiritual. But it doesn't say which color is what. So we'll see. Anyway, I digress. We'll pick one from here. Another blank one. Apparently, I'm supposed to make up my own thing today because I got 2 blank cards. I thought I'd pulled all the blank cards out, but apparently there's more than I thought in the deck. Let's try again. That one. Okay. This one is called, the pattern name is called Crossover, and the card talks about change. In order, let's see, you put it this way so I don't get glare. In order to progress or grow, you must allow yourself the ability to change. Crossover invites you to accept change into your life. It's impossible to add anything to a cup that is already full. Pour out those things holding non-supportive space in your life or in your mind and make room for something new. What do you want to let go of or alter? What do you want to bring in to replace this old, ineffective way of being? That's a good thing to think about. Crossover looks like this. I feel like I'm really zoomed in. Why am I so far zoomed in? I don't usually start out that close. Let's go back a little bit. That's better. Why was I so far zoomed in? I don't know. So it looks like the first thing we do is parallel lines, and then we do this sort of little rice shape. And so here's our parallel lines in the drawing, and spaced out are the rice shapes, okay? And then we do a kind of a C shape around like that, sort of an orbit, like you launched it, something from this line and it went orbiting around that thing, and then again this way. So they make like a crisscross, and then you aura those a couple of times, and then you make this dot. I see they didn't have you put the next dot in until after you do this first one. That's interesting. I think I'm just going to space them out, and then you put these dots. Alrighty. And I think I'm going to try to incorporate I don't know. I feel like I want to do mucha. How would I put mucha with that pattern? I really feel like I want to do mucha. I don't know. So much to think about in a day, isn't there? Let's do a bright blue one today. And Let's just use my, where's my pencil? I just moved everything around when I did that t-shirt and when I did the gold leafing a couple weeks ago. And I still haven't reconfigured my desk. I just have a mess, to be honest. I just have a mess over here. Where's my, there it is. My pencil. Looking for my little mechanical pencil. Wondering if I just do a row of this crossover diagonally, and I don't put the line in as a solid line and I erase it. That might be interesting. And then I can add muchas coming out of whatever this crossover thing is. Yes. Okay. That's what I'm going to do. So that's going to be step one, is this really faint line here. And I'm going to space these about like this, I think. Maybe 4 of them. That looks good. Okay. Pen. What pen do I want to use today? Let's use this Micron. It's old. I'll use it up. So I'm going to do a little race-like shape. You are very far away. Can you even see that? That's better. I'm going to do this little rice-like shape. Do I need it to be a little bit bigger? I feel like it does. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Oh, I forgot to check when I went to work yesterday for the next week's schedule. I mean, I have next week's, but the following week. Forgot to check. You should have one posted, but I forgot to look. Okay. And then we're going to have a thing that comes like from here, launching around that and coming back to here. Like that. And then this way, like that. And then we do 2 more. You know what? I'm not feeling the 3rd line. I'm going to do like a partial line. I don't want it coming up here. That. 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 And that. And we're going to come partly around like that. Yep. Okay. I'm feeling it that way. Do you have to follow the pattern exactly? No, you do not. like so. Yeah, okay. They could be closer together, but I'm fine with it the way they are. And then I want to add a mucha coming out either side. But it also has this pattern that needs a dot on either side with a half circle and some dashes or dots. Like that. That kind of reinforces this sort of dashed line going around like that too, which I like. But now coming out of each of these, I am going to put a mucha. That. Perhaps I should do the other kind, the roundy kind, instead of the leafy kind. I need to start with the outside edge instead of the inside edge. Like that. Again with the outside edge. Like that. And then I'll do the more leafy kind at this end again. Okay. Something like that. And then again, the leafy kind. So I'm going to start these ones on the inside edge. I find to do the leafy kind easier that way. I have more control over where they goes, I think. Like that. Okay. And then what do I want to do? Let me zoom out so I can see the whole picture. I want to incorporate this dot thing somehow amongst these. So let's do I'm going to make a little wavy line in here. Like that. Is it a perfect wavy line? Absolutely not. It's got some woggle in it. I like this crossover, so I think I'm going to maybe make this line also have a crossover. Make it make more, a little more sense. Oop, that went wonky. Didn't it? It's okay. I can be wonky. I'm alright with wonky. Whoa. Perfect double helix, this is not. Okay. I kind of like that though. I think I'm going to make another kind of racy-like shape here. Like that. And I need something in these corners, I think. So I'm going to bring from here more mucha-like shapes. Like that. And like this, coming up from here. And from this one, I think. Those both ended up going the same direction. That's okay. I like it. Okay. This pattern was called Crossover, and it's going to live no, I like it this way. Going to live that direction. And needs a little shading. Sharpen my pencil. It is really getting warm today. I'm trying to get all my drawing done today early. Relatively early anyway. Just going to start with my overlaps and where things go into a small bit. And then we'll see what other things need a bit of shading. I always like to put a little shading on here when I do a mocha. When I do the roundy kind. I do the pointy kind, I tend to do them on the tips and down in the valleys where they connect. And of course all the crossover bits. Like so. That and like this. You guys are unfamiliar with the pattern mucha and all the different variations you can do with it. Even though Millie is no longer with us, check out her blog page at Mucha Maven. That's M-O-O-K-A. Yeah, M-O-O-K-A. Maven, M-A-V-E-N. That was her jam. Mucha was her favorite pattern. And she did so many interesting variations on the pattern during her lifetime that, yeah. She's the one who really inspired me to just play with pattern. If you guys didn't already know that. I need the smaller blending stick. This one. This one's definitely going to need some highlights because I really love putting highlights on this blue paper. This color blue just really lends itself to the white paper, white pencil. So you know that's coming. Don't be afraid to shade. At first I didn't shade, and it makes such a difference to your work if you put a bit of shading in there. Don't be shy with the shading. You know, you can always Excuse me. It's just pencil. You can always erase it if you've put too much. But I find the more that I do, the better it looks. Because you want that contrast. Plus the shading helps your pieces feel more dynamic. But you'll see the shading does a good job here. But then as soon as you add the white highlights, you get even more of a contrast. And it's that big contrast that really, your eye, we really like that contrast. I think that's why we gravitate to black and white drawings, is because it's that sharp contrast between the black and the white we really like. Okay, so where did my pencil go? I did just make such a mess. I've got too many pens out. I have lost my white pencil. Where did it go? Seriously, I've lost my white pencil. It should be sitting right here. Where is it? There it is. Under all sorts of stuff. Okay. Give that a quick little sharpen. I need to order some refill blades for my pencil sharpener. Did you guys know that that these kinds of pencil sharpeners, let me open this over the trash so I don't make a mess. Empty that out. Then I can show you that they have a replaceable blade. So when your blade gets dull, you don't have to buy a whole new machine. You just need to buy a new blade. And I have had this particular pencil sharpener for ages. Really like the design. I like the triangular. I like that it's got one side for color pencil, a bigger hole and a smaller hole. And you got different sizes. So this is the smallest. This one's sort of in between, and this one is big for your bigger colored pencils. And it holds all the shavings. I really like this particular design, but I've used it so much I do think I need a new blade that would help make a sharper point. So now I'm just going to highlight these guys. See what a difference that makes? It's just a simple white colored pencil, but it makes such a difference. And it's not even a fancy color pencil. This one cost me $1.49. I probably even got it on sale. It's a Faber-Castell Gold Faber. I wouldn't probably use them for general coloring because they are a cheap student grade pencil, but they come open stock at my art store and they're relatively cheap. So when I run out of white, which I use all the time, I can just buy one white pencil. I don't have to buy a whole set. That's the awesome part of buying things. I mean, you can get a good deal when you buy a set, but you have to keep in mind is, do they have open stock? And sometimes if you're starting out with colored pencil, a good thing to do would be maybe to find a set that you like. And then even if that brand doesn't have open stock, like I like that Castle Arts set that I bought, but they don't have open stock. However, if I get to the point where I'm just out of a particular color, I've used it all up, what I can do is, rather than buy a whole set of super pricey colored pencils, when I'm out of one particular color in my set of my lesser expensive ones, I can buy one pencil in the better one because I know that that's a color I like. And then I can build up my favorites over time, one color or two colors at a time where I can afford it. I'll still have a full range of color, but maybe I'll come back and replace that one color with one from a Prismacolor or a Polychromo set open stock. And that way, over a long period of time, I will end up with a set of Polychromos or a set of Prismacolors in the colors that I always use in my favorites. But, you know, you might not know what your favorite colors are going to be or what you gravitate toward when you're drawing until after you've started using them for a while. So, there you go. That's my tip of the day. Buy a good quality student grade set. Not the cheapest set ever, but if that's what you can afford, buy the cheapest set ever. But then, as you use the pencils, upgrade the one color. I did that with my paints too. I had just a cheap set of paints that I got, I don't know, decades ago. They came in a range of colors. And then as I used up one color, white being in particular, I moved up to the next grade. I still haven't gone all the way up to the really expensive golden paints, but I have moved up to the better, I think I'm right now using Winsor & Newton Professional. So I'm just getting one color at a time. I still have a whole range of colors, various brands, various price points, whatever's on sale. But then as I use up particular colors, those are obviously the colors that I use all the time. They're my favorites. And then I buy one tube of that new color, that upgraded color. And that has been working out really, really well for me. Really budget friendly. And tip of the day. All right, you guys have a great day. This was kind of fun. It looks nothing like their sample. But of course, their samples all are black and white like that too. So, but I guess it kind of does, you know. There we go. It's kind of the same, but also kind of different. Right? Make it my own. That's the key here, folks. Make it your own. I will see you on the next video. I do believe, I brought my calendar out today. I do believe we are now in June. Happy June, everybody. It is my husband's birth month. I will have to find him. Oh, no, I take it back. I have already purchased him a gift. Ta-da, ta-da. That's amazing. Anyways, I will see you on the next video. And you guys have a blessed day. Go out and do something nice for someone today. And I'll be back. Bye-bye.